week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Vikings and the Titans on Thursday night.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Nashville. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's to the former Titan, Corey Davis. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up, and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
He's got this complete to Robinson. He's out of bounds. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Henry will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 9, Cousins, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Play fake, Cousins. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's...
Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. But now he appears to be in some pain. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tennessee offense set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On the return, it's James. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Off Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Cousins now. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Shark, 54 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a rough. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Pat.
Well, the Jets sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no run here. He throws it away. And now it's third. completion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it in it. We step aside. Cousins on 1st down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On play action, they'll throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. James now to return. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Fielding just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This one swung out to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Derrick Henry, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Titans getting set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Play action now, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go play action. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. James now to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And some room to maneuver. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Wan'Dale Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A give for Edwards running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off-play action. Olsen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They go with Edwards left side. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And it's a Titans touchdown. Colin Johnson, 38 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw on 3rd down, Olsen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Winslow. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Winslow throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagonals perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Winslow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Back to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Keep in mind, no overtime in the preseason. So without getting ahead of ourselves, we'll likely see a 2-point try should they get this in the end zone.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustment?
With your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.